My dad worked hard from the time he was young to win the respect of his father and the love of his mom, and nobody had high hopes for the scrappy farm kid. But nobody loved a challenge like my old man did. So with his hands and his sweat, with a hammer and a cigarette, long hours in the hot sun, he built a foundation, late for dinner every night, a sunburn and an appetite. In the end he seemed to do all right, with 3 kids and a frugal wife. My dad worked hard, did yours work harder? Is that what his thriving investments prove? Well, I'm not saying that he didn't earn the right to take it easy. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure my dad did too. He got the job done right. No, you couldn't call him lazy, and he wouldn't overcharge you, not like the big names did. He'd build a house from the ground up, run the numbers in his head. He'd make enough to feed the family and make it home to tuck me into bed. And he never gave up till his body gave in and his mind grew thin. And you never can tell how time will treat you. She's a great deceiver. And now he's home every night. He's home every day too. He needs help getting out of his chair and can't remember how to tie his shoes. I've been looking for the safety net, the one that's supposed to catch him when we can't afford the care he needs. And he worked his whole goddamn life. My dad worked hard. Did yours work harder? Is that what a comfortable retirement proves? Well, I'm not saying that he didn't earn the right to take it easy. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure my dad did too. Riding in the backseat makes me car sick. Make sure that your sister's got a bucket. It'll be a long drive to your father's side of the border. Superior, Lake Michigan, and Erie. An annual pilgrimage to prove our place in the family. Stop at the Big Boy in Marquette. Can I get a root beer? Are we there yet? Send a postcard from Christmas. Hit the truck stop in St. Ignace before we cross the Mackinac to the green tobacco fields of southern Ontario. Do you still love my father, Ontario? Could you love a trader's daughter? Bowling 5-pin at the alley on the corner. Grab a donut from Tim Hortons, get my accent back in order. Grandma's elderberry pie and Grandpa's yard sale finds, and by leaving time I'm Canadian again. But Dad, do you ever get homesick? And how come they never visit? And when you're working so hard, are you just trying to forget? Are you just trying to forget, Ontario? Do you still love my father, Ontario? Could you love a trader's daughter? Driving through the night when I was older, it was my turn at the wheel, but Dad said move on over, getting back. So I sat and thought about how easily he falls asleep when he's reading, watching TV. Is it safe to shut my eyes? Oh God. The car rolled once, the car rolled twice, the car rolled. The glass broke before I heard the sirens cry. I was sure that I had died. Riding in the backseat makes me nervous. Love, don't bring it up, it isn't worth it. You gotta bury it deep, 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 bury it deep. Like your dad does, bury it deep, 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 like your dad does. Tendon muscle bone when I'm alone. Sometimes I'll add up all the parts that made you whole, the flesh and cartilage, and all I know is if we go to worms or go to flames, it's all the same. It's just an end and a beginning. No one's lost and no one's winning. So light the funeral pyre heart literally on fire. Close your eyes, love. Say goodbye, love. Let it burn. Now you sit upon a shelf inside a box, inside a house that you once built with wood and plaster, framing nails and window glass. And I'm sure Mom will dust you off from time to time and try her best not to think too hard about the ending and the heat of the funeral pyre. Your heart literally on fire. Close your eyes, love, and say goodbye, love. A temple turned to ashes, mortal return to earth. Someday we'll sell the house, we'll move Mom out and someone new. We'll chop the wood and clean the gutters, run the dehumidifier. The body's like a home, it's just a vessel overgrown with all the love that you put in it. Without borders, love's infinite. So light the funeral pyre. Heart literally on fire. Close your eyes, love, and say goodbye, love. Let it burn and smoke rise like memories and linger with me, but let it burn.
The Current is public media made possible thanks to member support.